Yo, 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 yo. What it do? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Stream not been put together. No cap. Bugging. Ooh. 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 Probably gonna have to fast forward this. No. Video capture. No. No. Oh. Google. Let's work again. How does this work? Okay. Now this game just came out. It's been popping. Let's see what it's about. I used to watch walkthroughs all the time when I wasn't allowed to play video games, and I couldn't afford them, type shit. So let's see. This got 18K cast plays. It's got 1 million, and it's a walkthrough. So he gotta be cool. Let's see what's
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. Like that ready to launch stage. Liberty.
Hi there. Democracy. Our way of life. Oh, hello. But freedom doesn't come free. No! Sweet liberty! No! Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. You could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force. See exotic new life forms. And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy. Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver.
Alright, Halo type intro.
Man, I can't believe we're actually gonna become Helldivers.
Approaching LZ. Next recruit, prepare to dismount.
Liberating the galaxy. Stomping bugs. Every kid's dream. Good luck out there. I'll see you on the front lines.
Training facility.
You're on your own from here, recruit. Use your map to find your way to the training facility.
They did good.
So we're in control already, it looks like. View map, let's see. Okay.
I wasn't expecting the voice.
Look around the map like that. Okay, gotcha. Place a waypoint on the map.
Dropping a pin. West.
I mean, is that cool or are we good? What I like about this already, it reminds me of Starship Troopers a little bit. With like the bug stuff and everything. What does this say? Okay, earn your cape. Check your map to find the Helldiver facility. Okay. Guess we'll just go this direction. Where the icon's at. Yeah, it's like if, what are the options? We got sprint. Can you go prone? Oh, you can't. Wait. You can. Nice. You can dive. Okay. And he goes straight into prone. Okay, as well. It's like a little side dash.
Welcome to Helldiver training. Your instructor is waiting for you up ahead. Please proceed.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Starship Troopers, Edge of Tomorrow, the movies. And then game-wise, it kind of looks a lot like, I don't know, like an Outriders, Gears of War, Remnant.
I'm General Brash, Super Earth's oldest and most grizzled war hero, and I'm not easy to impress. Helldiver training is the toughest test in the galaxy, but I can tell that doesn't scare you. Impressive. Now, enough jib-jab. The upcoming obstacles will take everything your exceptional physique can muster. This is it, the real deal. Get to it, soldier.
It's kind of like, makes me think it's like this year's Returnal, like where it releases earlier in the year. You're killing aliens, third-person shooter. I never played the first game, by the way, so I'm kind of just like learning as I go. Not sure if the first game was about the same setup or not. The recruitment video was
In
awesome.
all my years, I've never witnessed such acrobatic perfection. I think you're ready for our highly
Oh, so this is
realistic
like on other
battlefield
planets.
simulator. That's right.
Before it
The
reaches
real
Earth.
deal.
It says dive here. There's art. Look at all the blood. Somebody did not make. Oh, there's turrets right there. All right, here goes. That is scary. Oh my goodness, they don't know how to like aim down. That's good at least. My goodness.
Impeccable. Like I always say, the best simulation is a real simulation. Now, activate the battlefield injury simulator.
What? What was that?
Grit your teeth, soldier. Grab that stim and patch yourself up.
Did it just puncture my lung or something? What was that?
Freedom never sleeps.
There, good as new. Now, look sharp. You're about to encounter democracy's sworn enemy, recruit.
I can't wait for the gunplay. I hope it's good.
There it is. The Terminid, the scourge of liberty. Arm yourself and show that bug the true meaning of freedom. Dead-eye precision. Now,
Okay,
use a
better than
grenade to
GTA.
close up that bug hole.
Almost like
Otherwise,
Fortnite
they'll
smooth
just
from what I
keep
see so
coming.
far.
What's the grenade? Okay, hold right.
Like the mechanics.
You just aim it like that. It's like skee ball.
Ultimate arm. On to the next section.
Hold on, I gotta test this out. So it's like if you aim right at the X, it's like gonna get a little bit above it.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, like right on it. Okay.
Look up in the sky, recruit. That there is a super destroyer.
I didn't see the point of aiming above the X, considering he didn't move like any like forward or back in the distance.
And it's all take care of those bugs. Just make sure you take a few steps back.
Hang on, what? Dial it, okay. Oh, you... Oh, wow, that's actually crazy. Like the Hammer of Dawn, kinda. I'm assuming, right? That is awesome.
Ah, the will of democracy. Good work.
Sure.
It was actually kind of cool.
Cause you kind of want to buy it now. Let's see. Skip the rest of this. See this screen.
All right.
Of explosives in close orbit. That's it.
Basically everything we learned.
What's that stuff? That circle most people be
All
exposed.
right, grenade. A little bit higher.
Those unthinking bugs never stood a chance against a genius tactical mind like yourself. You are literally invincible. Hold up, recruit. It's finally time to call in the big guns. Use the support weapon stratagem to get yourself a real weapon.
Inbound, let me back up. Machine gun time.
That's the stuff. Now, use a resupply stratagem to get
Okay.
yourself some more ammo.
The cursor's a little weird, like when I'm aiming, so that has to like catch up. I'm assuming it's not an exact shot or whatever. Okay.
Soldier, because playtime's over. You've reached your final test. This is the real deal. Get to it. This area is in dire need of liberty. from the Terminid Scourge. Activate that terminal.
Getting used to it.
I've never seen such flawless terminal activation. Now, somewhere around here is the flag of Super Earth. Find it and plant it where all can see its democratic glory.
Right here. -1 flag, okay.
Make sure you show it the proper respect.
But I got no aim.
And the salute. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the aiming, it kicks left on that one.
Glorious work, recruit. Already you've advanced the cause of democracy further than any soldier I've ever seen. You've proved your worth. You're ready to don your cape.
That was pretty quick.
So I think is you move the circle and you aim, and then the game auto corrects it to makes it more real, which gives you like the more precise shots, which makes it really fair. Very fair.
Liberty, democracy, justice.
I wonder how hard it gets though.
Up at the same time, if you made it out of the course, that is.
Have you been asking yourself how you get
It looked like an electric vacuum.
a job at a top tech firm like Google or Amazon? Well, this
Like no cap. Like wait till hold on. It's a whole Roomba.
You kind of pick. What are the ones on this side first? Hold on. Of Midnight.
Banner of Midnight. I don't think this one.
Democracy officer awaits you on the bridge. Welcome to the Galactic War.
We have 2 orders. Hold on, what is this? Oh, we gotta kill 500 enemies. Okay, pest control. Join a mission. So I'm not playing with anybody else. I want to play solo. Now I don't know if that's like a bad move or what, because I've heard this is like a online only, which it is. But I want to play it like by myself. Like I did like the Suicide Squad game, and Division, and a bunch of other ones. I'm not gonna really know what the best weapons are, anyways. I'm gonna war table. This game feels very familiar. I've never played it, obviously, but it just has a familiar vibe to it.
Here you may assess the
Galactic
current
War,
state of
okay.
Galactic War.
Briefing, okay. Rules of the Helldiver community, okay. Okay.
Pussy should get crazy.
This game right now. Plus, I prefer solo play anyway. We're going straight down. It doesn't matter where we land at. Playing solo, I should be playing with other people, but I don't really know anybody else that has this game right now. Plus, I prefer solo play anyways. Ammo. Do I actually need ammo right now? I feel like I should be maxed out and everything. Grenades, I'll take those. What is that? Common supplies, more ammo. We can't pick that up because we're maxed out, I'm guessing. And we got this. Wait, what? Super credits? What is that? Okay. Check out the map really quick. All right, so we're trying to go over here. Oh my goodness. This is going to be crazy. It says extreme cold. Can we go down here? Oh, plan your reloads wisely. Interesting. Never seen that before in a game. I'm a compulsive reloader, so it's going to be a little bit of a problem. Is that a giant?
Yo, same. But what I love about the concept of this game and AI, it's going to read all your data. So it's only going to get better and better the better you get. Almost like God.
Bug back there? Oh no. Leave me alone. Hey, the aiming's a little weird. You kind of have to like use the circle that's bouncing everywhere as like what you're looking at.
What?
Oh god.
Bag's empty.
Leave me alone.
How does that work? You have to follow that shit. Oh,
And the recoil is insane. This isn't good. How about we do machine gun?
Sending down support weapon.
Will it do damage to them as it's dropping?
Bag's empty.
Oh, I got eliminated? What happens if you die? Mission over or what? Oh, we just go back in.
St. Jude is everything. I feel like they really changed me and my family's life. And I'm really grateful for everything that they do. I was diagnosed.
Democracy has landed.
What about my, man, there's a lot of ads on the screen. It's actually crazy. I want to get back to my actual LMG I dropped, but my goodness. The cooldown has already started. So I don't really know if I get that or not.
Say hello to the cookie.
First gun.
Get off me. Oh, God.
How'd you miss that?
Man, I can't do any damage to this. The problem is I think the AR was the gun that had the armor piercing. This one does not. All right, well. Reinforce. Ready. So we got 4 of those left. I'm assuming that's what that is. Are they gone or what? What is this? Common supplies, I'll take it.
Here they come. Here they come.
Metal. All right. Oh my God. Time to go. Man, this is insane. Oh, come on. My first time playing this type of game, so doing the best I can, I feel like. Healing up. There's my machine gun. Give me that thing. Almost don't want to look at the other one, but I kind of have to.
Ooh.
Oh, it's good that they can fly. I'm kidding. That's terrible, actually. I want to find nothing that flies? Are you kidding me? Not in this game. Oh, I gotta reload. No. Get going, Brad. Probably a lot easier with friends, you know? Slowed? Oh my God. How long does that last for? You can kind of get overrun in this game pretty easily. Oh my God. Different because most games already have the other thing. Little combo, I'll take it.
Last reload.
Bug breach detected. What does that even mean? How about to be ambushed or something? I'm like low on everything. I just realized that.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff here. Hold on.
Bag's empty.
Oh, there's more.
Loop around so I can get it again. Oh, well, they're deflecting all that. That's good. That's good to know. Resupply. I might want to do that. I could do a precision strike as well. Let's cut through here.
Bag's empty.
How about we just do this?
Precision strike there.
Here, take some of this. Watch it go from 16 to like 26, hopefully. Hey, let's get it. That's actually a pretty big blast. That was awesome. Coming through. We missed a few spots back there, and you're all guarding it. I got you. I need a resupply so bad. One left. Objective complete. Destroyed eggs. Nice. That's one portion. Okay. Call for reinforcements.
We're told that success is all about making.
It's not going to be helpful at this point. Okay, the problem is we're going to get past all this. Oh no. I see it way over there. Problem is I'm out of hills. And that's a long ways away. I want to like try out one of the other commands. To board, no, it's not. Just kidding. This has to be the right spot. We gotta defend it, I'm guessing. I'm playing Tekken or what? What are we doing? 2 minutes? Oh no. I'm 100% dead. What if I just run away? Let's do this. So is that my last one? I might be dead. Wait.
10 seconds to hit it. Is it gonna land?
This is my last one. Okay. Too far. Sabori. No, it's not. Just kidding. We're all here. We got 1 minute. Can I just survive? You gotta be kidding.
Throwing grenade.
There's so many. Oh, you're reinforced, but you have an unlimited cooldown, it looks like, where you can keep respawning as long as you just stay alive. Okay. Well, if I can survive for 20-something more seconds, I'll be fine. What if, can I just climb? Problem is I gotta get back over there too. Alright, so here's what we're doing, right? Precision strike. I'm gonna bring this over here. Let him gather around, that's fine with me. Coming through.
Oh.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Come on. For the YouTube content.
It looks just like the Halo
Let's
shit
go.
too.
Oh, that was stressful.
Buy this game.
My goodness.
Or buy that shit on GTA. That's a hard one. I just don't see where I'm gonna go with this game. This is like a Saturdays for the boys type of game. Link up with the boys after work type of game. Let's see.
Did you know PlayStation and Xbox are releasing these 5 major games in 2024? Number 5, DC Games is looking to make a huge comeback in 2024 with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Releases on 30th January. Number 4, Star Wars is also getting a major game this year called Star Wars Outlaws. It is the first ever open world Star Wars game set to release in 2024. Number 3, one of the biggest surprises this year was that one of the most iconic games of 2000s called Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is getting a remake.
Oh, that's why Snake was in Fortnite. That makes sense. Dragon Ball Z, brand new game called Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I don't know what happened to the sound there, but...
So releasing these five...
Who's it gonna be?
Did you know PlayStation...
Who's it gonna be? Your PS5 or me?
Any new PS5 games? 2024.
As a disclaimer, these are the games we know about. There are plenty of unannounced things that may crop up during the year. You know, big first-party titles like, say, Insomniac's Wolverine don't have a release date yet. And other big things like Grand Theft Auto 6, we have no idea when that's really coming. So here's some of the more known stuff. Like we said, we got 20 games to talk about, so let's get started off with number 20. The recently released Tekken 8 is really making fans of the series happy. It is another solid entry in the Tekken series where they rarely miss, if we're being honest, out with some new characters that bring some interesting things into the mix, a little bit more additions to the fighting mechanics, but otherwise a straightforward, fun Tekken game with a really cool little character creator, character modifier, and they continue the story, and they manage to continue to keep it interesting 8 games in. That's really impressive. Next over at number 19, we have Stellar Blade. This one has been in the works for a while and has mostly been shown off as a graphical showcase. It very much looks like an Unreal Engine 5 game turned up to 11, and what it is kind of a sci-fi fantasy hack and slash adventure. It looks like it's almost got like a science fiction Devil May Cry thing to it, and I'm frankly all about that. Apparently you are this sci-fi paratrooper warrior named Eve who goes to Earth on an adventure, but this Earth is destroyed basically. Mankind has moved on beyond Earth and lives in space colonies.
Yo, that looks intense.
So she's got to venture through this post-apocalyptic sci-fi.
Like, that's like
Earth, and
imagine you had like a VR or like some vibrating like full sense type gaming system.
Fight awesome big monsters. That's really.
And then you live in like one of those nice states. Oh.
All we have to go on at the time of making this video. Sony and PlayStation have planned to reveal more soon, but as of right now, it just looks cool. That's all we got. But sometimes looking cool and fun is all you really need.
This is like a good book. This is like for people who like a good story, but like to be in the story, like to be part of the story. These type of games right here. I might buy this one.
Next over at number 18, we have Skull and Bones. Yes, Ubisoft's long-in-the-works pirate game is finally almost here. What started off as, I guess, like a spin-off of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag's pirate-style gameplay, Skull and Bones is this big, massive multiplayer thing where you get to be your own pirate, build your own ship, man your own crew, and go on adventures. This thing has been delayed and delayed and delayed for years and years, and that could spell disaster, or it could spell an idea worth pushing through this long.
50 gigabyte download. 1 terabyte game. Sheesh. No, it just depends on the servers and the systems that can handle it, but it sounds pretty interesting. Think about the ocean. The ocean. That's a pretty big game. It's gonna take a lot of work.
We don't know for sure, but we're excited to finally check it out because
they could have it constantly updating with time. They could have been dropped it, honestly. But you know, let the wizard work his magic.
To be completely honest, the world always needs more pirate games. I know we have the, Assassin's Creed pirate games, we have Sea of Thieves, we have classic pirate games, but like Skull and Bones can really, hopefully, bring something different. We don't know for sure. We're going to judge it when we get our hands on it, when that releases February 16th. Next over at number 17, we have Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, and significant delays, but the developers are talking about the game more. They release developer diaries fairly consistently, and
it's like one of those stories.
We're hoping we finally see it this year. This is the sequel to the famous PC RPG. There was really nothing like it at the time, and we're really hoping they knock it out of the park with this one because there's a lot you can do. Again, we don't know an exact release date, but we're thinking 2024, hopefully.
It's another one of those story games.
Because like I said with Pirate...
It's great. It's a great passer timer. Great passer timer.
Games, it's the same.
Like, you can play this, sit down, like, even if your peoples or your girl or your family or not your girl, if your spouse or your kids don't video game, you know, you can sit down, they can watch you play these video games.
Thing with vampire games, we need more vampire games. It's a good genre, and
these are great streaming games.
We love to see it. Next, over at number 16, we have a game called Light No Fire. This is from Hello Games, the people who made No Man's Sky. So this game, they promised a lot up front. They said this is the first truly open world game, meaning it is a massive whole world or planet for you to explore.
I missed that about PC.
Or seemingly in full multiplayer. It looks like it has different regions, different weird alien cultures, and just a lot of massive feeling exploration. All we have is one simple and honestly pretty gorgeous trailer to go on, and I know people are instantly skeptical because of Hello Games and the promises they made with No Man's Sky when that
was an Easter egg, that thing.
People are instantly skeptical because
that's in multiple things. I think that's also the boy and male symbol. No, oh girl. Wow. Oh. Gender neutral.
Of Hello Games and the promises they made with No Man's Sky when that launched, and it didn't meet expectations. So they're at it again. I think they've learned a lot, and I'm curious to see what comes of it. Really cool. Now, as of right now, it doesn't have a release date. Some analysts and some speculators are thinking it's been in development for a long time, so we might see it by holiday 2024. I would love that, to be honest. I really want to see what the deal is with this thing. But whenever it comes out,
Star Wars is a good placeholder for this game.
Is when it comes out. I think this new game has the potential to hack and slash adventure Space Marine. I think this new game has the potential to garner new Warhammer 40k fans, specifically because, as a normie myself, I think this looks very cool. I played the original Space Marine, absolutely loved it, and, you know, I was able to at least pick up a little bit of Warhammer stuff. Will Space Marine 2 really make me go down the rabbit hole finally? I don't know for sure, but this just looks like a ton of fun. Beautiful visuals on screen, hordes of enemies to slay, badass main character, cool weapons, gore, like it's just video game 101. We really hope they nail it like they did with the first one. We're going to be checking it out September 9th, 2024. Remastered. This might not be a big deal to some people, but for some of you older heads out there, myself included, it's really fun to see the original PS1 classic back in action with a little bit of a fresh coat of paint. They definitely aren't completely remaking the thing from the ground up. Like you can see, it is still very clearly the old original Tomb Raider games with all their faults, but they have a lot of charm, and we're really excited to replay them and really revisit those worlds because they were very unique at the time. Lara was very difficult to over. That's a lot of fantasy elements centered around Chinese mythology and a classical novel. So you got a lot of fantasy elements, a really cool main character, and just some incredible over-the-top combat and boss battles. I mean, this game has absolutely wowed us from the start when we got our first glimpse of it. It's from a Chinese developer that we haven't really seen any of their other games before, but this one looks absolutely massive and ambitious. And we're curious to see if they can nail it because, like we said, those trailers right from the beginning really got us hooked. And now seeing the game fully fleshed out, it does look really enticing. It's releasing August 19th, 2024. Next over at real curious to see if they games before, but this one looks absolutely massive. I mean, this game and just some classical novel. Souls getting Black Myth Wukong. This is the kind of action hack and slash Souls-like game centered around Chinese mythology and a classical novel. So you got a lot of fantasy elements, a really cool main character, and just some slash. Summer we're getting Black Myth when we got our one. This is the re-release total 12. We have Persona 3 Reload. Dropping in February, this is a re-release total update of the original beloved Persona 3 classic with a bunch of new elements and some change-ups, but also just a good reason to revisit the classic. Now, Persona 3 is going to be available on all...
Those are good for, like, the younger ones.
In 2024. Next over... adventure game from Don't Not, the people behind so many things like Vampire, Life is Strange. They make a big variety of games, and this one is definitely more in the vein of Vampire or Vampire, if you will, where you play as like a kind of ghost hunting couple, fighting ghouls and creatures, and kind of warping between realms because one of the people in the relationship is actually a ghost.
They should make this co-op for couples. They didn't bring back co-op story modes and stuff like that. Those are fire. Like the last one, that's basically like a co-op alien. Like we start off with a co-op alien survival with no story though.
Cool ideas here. I'm really curious to see how this
like Halo Reach type games
goes down and what kind of story they tell, because I usually like these types of games Don't Nod puts out, and we'll know for sure when it releases February 13th, 2024. Next over at number 10, we have Lost Soul Aside. This one has been in the works.
Like fully customizable main characters to where, you know, the code, you just change the voice. The main character actually has a script. Regardless of how we make the main character depicted, how the player wants to be depicted, you can make them all say the same thing. Pretty personalized game.
For quite some time and teased a project and looks very much inspired by like the cool years ago and has blown up into this full-scale project and looks very much inspired by like the cool slick action and characters from like Final Fantasy VII, but also some of the combat and stuff from Devil May Cry. Also, like Stellar Blade we talked about earlier, a lot of the attention here is specifically centered around the graphics. The visuals here are clearly pretty stunning. We're really curious to see what comes of this one, and as of right now, it's slated for 2024. Next over at number 9, we have Stellar Blade. 7, but inspired by like years ago, in the works for quite some time. Next over at number 10, we have Lost Soul Aside. This one has been in the works for quite some time and teased as a smaller project many years ago. Like and car as you want. You're going to be able to drive around all of Hong Kong, unlimited solar crown. They're going big with this one. You're going to be able to drive around all of Hong Kong Island with whatever gorgeous high-end cars you want and have a lot of freedom. Frankly, test drive players have been begging for a new game for a while now. It's a series that's been dormant, and it's really cool to be talking about it and the fact that it's coming back. Visuals look absolutely incredible. I expect the handling and the driving to feel good, but we'll
judge. Look at the bot cars. When the bot cars are fire, you know they put a lot of effort into that game.
That when we play it. As of right now, it is slated for coming soon, and we're hoping this is the year we see it. Next over at number 8, we have Metal Gear Solid 3, the remake, or Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, whatever you want to call it. Konami is bringing back Metal Gear Solid with this visual remake. It looks like the gameplay is going to be pretty similar, but visually, this thing looks pretty damn incredible. I hope that it doesn't lose the flair, the vibe, the feeling of the original game, because I'm a diehard Metal Gear fan, and I just worry about them screwing this up. Metal Gear fans, we definitely have a complicated history with Konami and the franchise now for sure, but this thing might release this year. News reports and some stuff from Konami have suggested that we might see this and another game they're working on that we'll talk about in a bit this year. But who knows?
Oh, Metal Gear.
Next over at number 7, we have Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This game is Prince of Persia going back to its roots. The original from back in the day was a 2D action platformer, and that's what they're doing here. Now it's a full-blown Metroidvania, and it's absolutely awesome. We were skeptical of not playing as the prince. This game definitely goes in its own new direction with fantasy and lore, and centered around Persian mythology, but even though you're not the titular Prince of Persia, this game is a ton of fun, and probably one of the better Metroidvanias in a minute. The combat is really, really fun and addictive, the discovery and exploration is good, the boss battles are cool, the style is really interesting. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown definitely has a little bit of everything. We didn't expect Ubisoft to put out something this good, to be honest, because sometimes we're a little skeptical of them, but as of right now, you can play it on PS5. Next, over at number 6, we have the Silent Hill 2 remake. This is another one coupled with the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, where a news report suggested we might see it in 2024. This is from Bloober Team, the people behind games like The Medium that have been tasked with remaking the classic. We don't really know how this one is going to turn out. We haven't, frankly, seen too much of it yet. Apparently, the combat's getting an overhaul, and obviously the visuals, but we're just really curious to see if a completely different studio really can handle the nuances, the subtleties, the things that really make the original Silent Hill 2 so incredible and iconic from the Japanese developers over at Konami. Also, we just need something good from the Silent Hill franchise. It's been a while. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Next, over at number 5, we have Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth. This is the next Like a Dragon game, once again continuing Ichiban's saga. Kiryu is in it, but he is pretty much on his way out. He's gotten his story sort of wrapped up in other games and a spin-off game, so now they're going to...
Gotta get this one. Alright, boys, if y'all watching this, this might be a good placeholder until GTA comes out, type shit.
Different direction, but essentially here you have the two guys in Hawaii going on adventures, and it is a ton of fun. The RPG turn-based combat is better than ever. The diversions and distractions and weird things in the open world are even more fun than they've been in the past. There's a lot to love about Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth. I mean, the Yakuza series started on like PlayStation 2, right? It's cool to see it still continuing to this day. It's been a long time. The franchise has changed for sure, but it's found a really fun identity.
Oh, okay.
Next, over at number 4, we have Dragon's Dogma 2. This is the RPG sequel that people have been begging for years. Capcom really cracked the code with the original fantasy RPG. Just having that specific Capcom spin on, kind of a played out genre really worked for people. And Dragon's Dogma 2 looks like they're just doing more of the same, giving fans more of what they want. A really fun action RPG with a strong narrative and good player choice and a bigger world this time around, cool battles. It just seems like they're really onto something here. It's probably our most anticipated RPG of the year by far. It's releasing March 21st, 2024. Next, over at number, they're a big fun action RPG with a giving fans more of what they want. A really fun action RPG with a strong narrative and good player choice and a bigger world this time around, cool battles. It just seems like they're really onto something here. It's probably our most anticipated RPG of the year by far. It's releasing March 21st. Probably around RPG, giving fans for people. Capcom's code with the original fantasy RPG. We have Dragon's Dogma 2, good people at Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars is going open world, and it's made by the people at Massive, the folks behind The Division and The Division 2. So while this isn't like a games as a service game, I'd say that Massive definitely knows how to build compelling open worlds, and I'm glad to see that they're doing it with a Star Wars game. And it feels like for once you're not a Jedi, you're more of a Han Solo type character, so they can really do some cool different things here. From reports and what we've seen with Ubisoft, it seems like we're going to be playing it by the end of this year, and we're looking forward to seeing what the deal is, because Star Wars games have been on a roll recently. team a Souls-like style game, but gadgets and like a graphic adventure with an emphasis on story. You're in 19th century Japan. The region is changing, there is conflict, and you're this cool badass guy with gadgets and like a grappling hook and a glider, and of course a gun and a katana. The battles look really compelling and fun. There's some cool boss battles we've seen footage of, and we're really excited to get our hands on this one. Is it going to be as challenging as Nioh and Nioh 2? We don't know for sure, but we're hoping that they can also tell a really good story here. Basically, if you've been waiting for something to scratch that Ghost of Tsushima itch, Rise of the Ronin might do it, and it's releasing March 22nd, 2024. And finally, down at number 1, of course, it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This one has been in the works for a while. People have been waiting to see what happens next in the Final Fantasy VII Remake world. I mean, we kind of know what's going to happen next, but they've changed some things up. They've shaken some things up quite a bit. So there could be some surprises. In this next entry of Final Fantasy VII, this is where things really get interesting. The areas open up, the characters get in crazier scenarios, and even more happens in the story. Open up, the characters getting crazier scenarios. Scenarios, and even more happens in the story. So we're really excited to see it go down. There's more emphasis on party mechanics this time around, it seems, and we're just ready to go because Final Fantasy VII Remake was awesome, and we're excited to see how this one goes. It's releasing February 29th, 2024. But those are 20 games coming to PS5 in 2024. So let us know in the comments what you guys think. Of course, we could not fit every single game in the world, so if we missed something that you think we should talk about in another video, let us know in the comments. But if you like this video and you just like talking games with us every day, all you gotta do is click the like button. It really helps us out. Thank you for that. But if you're new, consider subscribing and maybe hitting that notification bell as well, because we put out videos every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Want to know how I took my business to the next level? It's simple. It's Shopify. Shopify has all the tools in one place to run your business and design.
Yeah, I just watched this one, didn't I? Yeah. Top 20 new people. PS5.
Hold on!
What she found that day was a miracle. It would be our salvation to fight against the Celestials, humanity's greatest enemy.
This is it.
They found us.
Stay down!
The Celestials hunted us down. I knew they'd keep chasing us until they ripped our ship apart, and I had to save her. I led them away from this world, away from her. We both knew the cost of using the gates. When you travel at light speed, time slows to a crawl. It was only days for me, but an entire lifetime passed for her. And in the chaos of those final moments, we never said goodbye.
No, come with me! Wait! Please! Tom! I love you.
Our service, our sacrifice, discovers worlds, seeds hope, breaks empires. custody. Really spectacular, spared no expense. Something to free up.
I've been left behind on Isla Nubla. Is anyone there?
Easter is coming up fast this year, which means now is the time for that favorite sweet you've been waiting for. Get the treats you treasure before they disappear. Hop in and save at Walgreens today.
Want your video to stand out? Go to motionarray.com. Music presets, a simple drag and drop. Titles, intros, there's no limits. You can do it all, just how you got this one you do. Everything is fast and easy, just pick and choose. Drag it, then drop it. It's time to stand out. Transitions and plugins take it to the top. Yeah, you can do your magic. And it goes loud. Oh my God, I can't believe what's cooking. Go to motionarray.com now and take your videos from good to the best.
I miss you. Oh, that's such Jurassic Park.
You too want to be an immortal?
Master, are there more good folks in the world or bad?
More good, of course.
Then why is there always suffering? And why do the bad folks always win?
Because goodness without teeth punishes not. It only foments evil. Cleanse the world with blood and grow lotuses in it. That is your destiny.
I, the keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One.
The Destined One who doesn't even know what he's destined for? Those old rascals, they surely know how to name.
Definitely getting this one.
Is my kind destined for extermination? You're driven by glory, not destiny.
A new story. See, I'm not familiar with Chinese history. I am, but like not to this degree. And that's another thing I love about video games. It's gonna be fire.
So this is the face of the Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What justifies your superiority?
My dad tells stories of a terrible war that happened across the sky. Heroes fought and died to give us a chance to start over. All that I know from their Earth are the creatures they sent along with us. And here on Arat, every day is a fight to survive. But if anyone can tame this new world, we can.
Yo, that's Vin Diesel. Formidable.
Eve Online on Mac immerses you in a universe with thousands.
Golden strands. Tell of their laughter, their struggles, their glory. Tell of warlike Sparta. Fate destined them for godlike greatness. But the gods had other plans. Their ambition angered the goddess. And winged retribution showed them no mercy. Staining their strands with darkness.
What was that? Titan Quest 2? I'll look up Titan Quest 2 in 1. That is being developed by. We saw this one. Oh, this is gameplay now.
On here.
Apocalypse.
Good boy.
coming. We've got your back. I've got your back. Demons, dragons, darkspawn. Even the Dreadwolf. I knew him as Solus, a thoughtful mage obsessed with dreams. But long ago, he had a different name. Fen Harel, the Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his final fight with the elven gods, Solus imprisoned them and created a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. But now...
To access the Mexico side linking terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and
He called himself a ghost, but...
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
he said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Hey, brother.
Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. With guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Huh? Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy, are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me! Pathetic guitarist, where's the rest of your band?
Well, ain't that something? Was it you, Hess? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou? You still don't know, do you?
Oh no! Help me! Please help me!
That seems dirty.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Beansy.
I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions. That'll be a problem. No, Captain. Grenade.
Could she really be here? Waiting for me? Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill.
When nothing is right, when all is yes. Perhaps just a misfortune. The most vulnerable are stripped of all they possess. Perhaps just a misfortune, and a belief that life will always deliver a fair trial.
More of a hippie game.
Run Windows on Mac and open a world with no limits.
Jet Cloud Games. The Relic. The First Guardian is a semi-open world action RPG that allows players to freely adventure in a fantasy world.
This is tough. This is like Witcher level.
In the game, you can enjoy the thrill of exploring an apocalyptic fantasy world and a variety of action-packed experiences. Today, along with the gameplay video, I will introduce some of the things you can experience in the world of the Relic. Before we start, there are 5 types of weapons that players can choose from which form the basis of the action. Each weapon has its unique skills, which can be changed according to your playstyle. Additionally, there are universal skills that can be used regardless of the weapon, allowing for a diverse skill setup. One-handed weapons and shields are specialized integrated offense and defense, offering balanced gameplay. Shields provide stable protection, while one-handed weapons subdue enemies in front. Long swords possess a long reach and strong attack power. Daggers enable rapid consecutive attacks, emphasizing agility. Players can skillfully dodge an attack, leading the combat flow. Battle staffs, quick with long reach, employ gravity measure. While their attack speed is slow, each successful hit reduces quickly draining enemy stamina. Though slow, their strong hits leave enemies defenseless.
Well, alright, so for 2024 we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2025 we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 11 options between now and next year. To have time for all this. Could probably be the game in like 3 days. Could probably be the game in three or more days. These level of games, unless the stories got shorter. So definitely Black Myth Wu King for 2024. Right? So I just don't that means best. Black Myth Wu King for 2024. GTA 6 for 2025. And Chrono. I'm thinking Chrono. Chrono might be the dub. Boom. So winners. Let's see what else is going on. Long live the speed.
Here is a simple remote job you could start without a college degree that pays more than a doctor's salary.
Daily grind of content. And to be completely honest with you, I should have, as you always say, stopped 2 years ago. I should have had a weekly show of my own, sit down like this, you go in for an hour, you leave and it's over. But I was so comfortable with those $30,000, $50,000, $75,000 weekly brand deals because I was getting so many fucking views, making so much money, oh my God. And now that I'm finally hitting a point where only my real audience is still engaged, I'm finally getting to a point where I can see the exit. And that makes me happy. And I can do whatever I want. I can start my show and it's good.
Do you think there's a way to be at that level, the massive views, and still find like personal space?
No, I don't. Yeah. I mean, unless you're like a king of balance and discretion and discipline, maintaining an audience of 7 million weekly viewers. It's all encompassing. It really takes everything out of you. You're constantly ideating, shooting, editing, brand dealing. There's a million people with their hands out. There's a million people trying to give you. It's an always on thing. And honestly, like, and I know. Well, first time we're bringing him up at all. I know Logan's in a obviously much more elevated but similar place now. Very happy, removed from the internet, removed from all the daily drama, removed from the daily conversation, just simply doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I saw him on the golf course a couple days ago. That's crazy. Like he's really leaning into just life again. And so I feel like, that's going to be really good for me to finally start to build 1010 Burger and build my show where I'm looking for a location now. It's finally happening. You're going to have a Mike Malak podcast where we could have these 7-hour, I'm going to surely do 7-hour podcasts. You're going to come on and do marathons. And dude, if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But self-help, motivation, addiction control, tactical ways to make your life a better place. The Twilight Zone, deep dive on Oppenheimer, how to mow your grass, how to do your taxes. Shit that young men, do you know what I'm saying? Shit that young men and women need to hear about that they would find interesting from a 40-year-old old head.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting out. I'm getting out of all that kiddie. I'm done with it. I'm ready to finally be an old man.
You can take him with you.
He's there.
I've been here.
He's there. He's talking about all the, and I've made a lot of progress. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about a lot of aged up stuff, but there is still a lot of Snapchats and a lot of vlogging going on.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's a good balance of both.
We'll see.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why didn't Jeff pick me for the Bachelor thing?
I didn't even know that you were a contestant.
Well, I was trying to be. We called him. He was in here with you.
I know.
I think it was the age thing. No, I remember you were a little too young.
I don't want to spill any beans, but I think that there's still a chance for you.
You brought a concealed knife in here, and that is a no-no.
People have a certain way of getting things done around here.
Do they teach that in kindergarten? Why all the fuss? Just some guy. I'm not fighting that guy. Peaceful.
You're
at Papa John's, we know our stuff. So try our garlic epic stuffed crust pizza. Made with our iconic garlic sauce flavor. Mixed with cheese and hand stuffed into that Papa John's original dough. No one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
I don't think so. You know, I tried.
It's not my story to tell.
I thought I could win the Bachelor.
I think you
is it
still
Bachelor
can.
or Bachelorette?
Why don't you just try to fight him?
Bachelor.
He commented on one of my pictures. I want to wrestle you.
You should wrestle.
How do you think he meant that?
I don't think he meant it in a weird way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't. You know, man. Jeffrey Wittick is an enigma. That man is a strange being who is a weird, like, oh, dude. I was yelling at David today about it because, like, as you guys bear witness of, like, I do everybody's shows. Like, if you ask me to come do a show, I'll drive 45 minutes here. I'll sit with you for 2 hours, and because I like doing it. I love doing it. And man, they torture me on that show. They torture me on Jeff FM.
Oh,
I mean, they really torture me. They they'll set me up for all types of failure. As soon as I go to talk about anything, they cut me off. They jump down my throat. They brought a kid on last week who had his pet, and he was happy that my dog was dead, and I flipped the table over, and it's like going on Eric Andre. And the thing about it is, like, this is like a vulnerable moment for me because Jeff FM was my favorite podcast. I told you that all the time. I love that show, and lately I've just been getting abused on that show, dude.
Damn.
And it hurts, bro, because I love doing that show. It's always been such a weird thing where we talk about weird topics.
Yeah.
And lately, I just always feel so. I just feel like everyone is so mean to me.
You think Jeff has beef with you?
No. It's the content style.
Yeah.
It's the content style. That's what it is. It's just a dark.
It's a dark humor.
Exactly.
Aggressive.
I gotta go back on that show.
No, no. Okay, it still is my favorite show. But it's just I don't know. The past 2 episodes I felt like super.
Together.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Whenever you guys want.
Yeah,
he would love to have you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's prepping for 6 p.m. But yeah, give him a ring. See what he says.
Call him right now.
Tell him that I'm here complaining about being abused on the show.
I don't think he'll pick up.
He might. No, he knows I'm with you, so he will.
He didn't pick up. Is his phone on DND?
Dude, I should call me. He answers right away.
Try it.
That'd be insane. You're fake.
You text him you're
I'm
fake?
glad I didn't go on Bachelor.
Oh no, Bradley. Oh, this would be a disaster.
It'd be so funny if he answers mine.
He fuck you, do.
Oh,
Should I try?
Oh, he's calling me back.
Hey, you fucking loser! You declined mine.
You're fully clothed. What do you mean?
God damn
why
it,
did
Jeff.
you? Why did I never make it on The Bachelor? I'm pissed.
It was just the main star of the show.
So is that the end of us?
Show's over, you know.
So what does that mean?
Well, we see where things go from now on with me and my fiance. See if things work out in real life. You know, she's just gonna have to wait and see.
How's it going? It is? Okay, I could have treated you better, but whatever.
Choice, but now I'm a man in a relationship.
Never let a girlfriend stop you from finding a wife.
No! After all we talked about.
What is this shit? Toxic.
Yo, what?
That's crazy.
I'm just kidding. Jeff, we're better off as friends. Yes.
But we stopped. We talked. That was in the beginning.
No, I'm happy for you. I love the Australian girl. I was rooting for her as well. The main reason for my call was, can Brad and I come on Jeff FM? Views have been down on our side, so we just thought, like...
Yeah, we thought you could run us up a little bit.
Whenever you want. Yeah, he'll do that.
See, do you see what I'm talking about, Brad?
The
He's
other
abused,
day
bro.
during the national anthem, he had to take his hat off, and I caught it on camera.
He's got a great head.
I took it off.
No,
I
he
took it
off.
off.
He took it
America. Come on. No, I took that off.
No, he took it off.
Did you tell him about the abuse?
Oh, yeah, dude. By the way, I don't appreciate you abusing Mike on Jeff FM. I feel like Mike's been through enough. Like, I feel like you...
That is in that circumstance, he did support me.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't say, hey, say this to Mike today, but Mike flipped over my table.
That's true.
He didn't flip over any of Ryan's shit, the weatherman. He just flipped my shit. So I shouldn't apologize to him.
Yeah, he's apologizing right now, actually.
No, the press tour ended weeks ago.
Bro, you're doing multiple podcasts to talk about you flipping a table. You're 39 years old.
Yo, see, you see what I'm taltalking? See, he's out of control, bro.
Do something.
He said start a charity for heroin addicts.
I
or
already
something.
did.
I already did do that.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, thank you. Let us know on dates. Brad and I will be there.
Love you, Jeff.
Love you too, buddy. Oh, no, he's right.
No, it's funny.
Okay, bye,
All right,
buddy.
bye. Holy shit, dude. Jeff's funny though, man.
Yeah.
So what happened with the? Well, I gotta ask this. What's going on with Impulsive?
I mean, it's.
Is he on it? Is like?
Oh no, I mean, yeah, Jeff was gonna come on Boys Only episodes, but then he just didn't show up to a couple of them, and he just hasn't been on. I mean, listen, both of us are super busy. Logan especially with WWE and family and Prime obviously, and it's just been fun and time to do it. The weird thing about Impulsive is we just have so much access to such high level guests because of his relationships and it's just as a platform for just cool interviews, it's an eternal platform. We get to talk to the coolest dude. Within the next 3 weeks, the star power that we're having on the show is it doesn't even make sense.
On Impulsive.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and that's always the case, but I mean really we have some of the most massive A-list celebrity guests always in the funnel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it is cool. It's cool because that's the thing that allows me to keep talking to people that I wouldn't have the chance to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wish we had a little bit more time to prep or to do episodes where we just shoot like this one. It is a little bit regimented, but at the end of the day, dude, we've got some pretty preeminent interviews with some pretty big. I mean, our Mike Tyson interview is one of the greatest Mike Tyson interviews ever. It's a vulnerable, really cool Mike Tyson and Schwarzenegger and all these shows that we've done and gotten the ability to do. So it's we're not going anywhere. It's just.
Do you think you guys would ever interview Trump?
Certainly, for sure,
cool.
for sure. I think there's a huge way that happens. I mean, he knows Logan. They've had conversations, and he held the Prime bottle at UFC. That for sure we would have him on. The discussion would maybe not be as easy as he usually, because I would challenge him on certain things.
Yeah.
I would support him on a lot of things.
Yeah.
For sure. But I'd be down to have the conversation.
I'd
for
love
sure.
to see that.
It'd be a great show.
Are you going to the next Power Slap?
They just randomly followed me on Instagram 2 days ago. My assumption is probably they're gonna ask for me to come. I think. I would love to go.
Yeah.
When is it?
I think the 12th.
Of
Vegas?
Vegas.
Of 12th of April?
April.
You mean the first day of Coachella?
Oh.
It is.
You mean the first day
Oh,
of
my
how
bad.
whack of a 39? This is my last year. Last year.
I've
No,
never
not
been to
even playing.
Coachella.
Dude, don't even go.
It's
It doesn't.
not.
It's not.
Nickelodeon was kid everything, but that marked one of the darkest chapters. These are 3 predators who worked at Nickelodeon.
It made me wonder who was being hurt.
Have you ever told your story publicly before?
Quiet on Set, an ID true crime event, Sunday, March 17th.
Man, that is crazy. So much. I killed so much time of my childhood with these shows, and to hear these things is crazy, man. But you know what? Don't forget my childhood stars. Just for you.
Please be that OG setup.
Hello, Aiden.
It's black. You're black.
Can you stop?
You're literally black.
Yeah, I know, but we'll talk about you people in a minute. Let's just calm down while I try and work this out. I'm an old man, remember?
I know. What are you, turning 49 this year?
Exactly. So I need to work out.
Hold up. How old are you for real? 38? Hold on. Andrew T.
Black Magic Design.
37.
So
Okay.
the camera's Black Magic Design.
Ooh, you turned 38 December 1st.
Damn. The cameras are on.
I think we were like 35 when we met.
Cameras are off. They're on.
Yeah, that's the OG setup.
Oh wait, is it working now?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Unfortunately.
What the f is wrong with you? No, that camera. That one. Stop moving it.
I don't want to do you. I'm back.
Yeah.
Coffee and a cigar and your stupid ass.
Wait, hold on. Are you fasting for Ramadan?
Yeah, I am, but I shouldn't be smoking, to be honest with you. But I'm at war, so I'm doing my best.
Oh, there you go. Try to flex on me, bro. Congrats. Yeah, you have a better.
It's hot in here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right, let me take off my pants.
Right. What were we complaining about? You doing lean or drugs or something?
Look.
Didn't we just have a conversation about this, Aiden?
My chat told me to do it. Look, it's fake. Look, I swear, bro. My chat told me to do it. I didn't want to do it. They were telling me to do it.
Didn't we just talk about this?
It's fake balls.
Yo, they did that to me when I went to Cali. Yo, I went to Cali. I got pranked that same way. That's hilarious.
Like, bro, Andrew, I'm sorry. My chat wanted me to do it. I'm putting it down. I'm putting the balls down. Sorry. Okay.
Fine. So I'm going to ask you about very interesting topics and subjects in the world today, and you're going to give me your opinion.
Okay, but if I don't know anything about it, because I am kind of like a little bit slow, I don't know if you realize that by now, I'm just going to be like, I don't know enough about this topic. Because, you know, I see a lot of stuff happen. I'll give my honest opinion and truth about a lot of stuff because people think I'm like, I work for like elites, which I don't. So just go ahead and ask away.
So what do you think about SWIFT planning to launch a new central bank digital currency platform in the next 12 to 24 months?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. And I don't know what for like elites, which I don't. So just go ahead and ask away.
Why he start talking so fast?
So what do you think about SWIFT planning to launch a new central bank digital currency platform in the next 12 to 24 months?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. And I don't know enough about that topic to speak on it.
So you don't know what CBDC is?
Nope. I live in America, the United States of America. And what I do is we have like a Wells Fargo and like Bank of America out here.
Okay, you live in America and the dollar is the global reserve currency, correct?
Correct.
Do you know what that means?
That means that the dollar is the country's currency.
No, it's the global reserve currency.
No, I don't know.
What does that mean?
So that means, oh no, I know what that means. It means the global, like the world, because that's world is global.
So USA replaced gold. USD replaced gold. Oh, dang, no matter. I'm missing out. Whatever.
Well, the world's reserve like dollar sign is money, but the average dollar is going down in value. Inflation, I think. Inflation.
So we're gonna make a list. We're gonna make a list of all the things you don't understand, and we're gonna start here with money. 1. Aiden is dumb.
They feed each other subscribers and viewers, I swear.
Money. You don't...
You go to Aiden for the entertainment. You go to Andrew Tate for the dad crap. And then that's just like that whole community right there.
Understand money. You don't know how it works. You get money paid to you, and you spend it on lean and whatever.
If y'all don't got arcade, y'all better get arcade. It has the best samples in the game.
Virtual instruments, samplers, it's pretty much everything in one.
Before I had Output Arcade, I wasted a lot of time looking for the right sound, and now that's just
whatever else. Like a little jerk off. But you don't actually understand it at all.
I am literally not on lean. Okay, look at me. You want me to do a drug test on stream?
You don't understand money.
Not really.
Where does money come from?
Trees, technically. Money is
all right. If you want to be a smart ass, even though I think it's only 1% of all the money in circulation is actually in cash notes because most of it's on computers and digitalized. But where does money come from? Explain to me where money comes from. How does money work? Why does it have value? Let's educate you. Let's educate your viewers at home. Because I didn't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to just waste my time.
Okay.
So I thought, no, let's sit with Aiden and find out what he knows.
Okay.
Come on, Aiden.
All right.
Tell us how money works.
All right. So
why does a dollar bill have any value at all?
Because a human being made it that way.
That was probably the most stupid answer you could have given. What do you mean the human being made it that way?
Dude, I mean...
Who made it that way, you dumbass?
George Watt.
Why if you write on a piece of paper 20 Aiden dollars, does it have no value?
Because...
Whereas the American dollar is respected. And then how do all the different currencies around the world work? Where does money come from?
Okay.
I know. Listen, I know you're some lucky little jerk off who just got paid millions of dollars to be a dumbass on the internet. But
I got
most people out here have to make money the hard way, so you need to at least understand how it's made, where it comes
The
from,
government.
why inflation.
The
happens.
government.
Why does the currency?
The government.
Inflate? Okay, the government does what?
Rules the world, the United States.
Okay, and why does that make the money valuable?
Because they print the money.
So you have no idea how money works. Next, inflation. Why does the dollar inflate?
Because things have to go up because of what's going on in our economic status. So, gas gets raised, interest rates on homes get up. Real world events cause inflation. And Joe Biden, of course.
So you can't give me a simple answer. You can't give me a straightforward answer of why a dollar loses
I got
its
it.
purchasing
Material,
power.
we run out of material. We're running out of material. We run out of certain things. That's why things go up.
Things Aiden doesn't understand.
The physical resources you're asking for is worth more than the gold, or the US dollar, or the amount of money that's being spent versus the amount of money that needs to be spent is not happening. Inflation. You swell up to heal, but you're not swelling down. Inflammation. See what I did there?
Number 2, inflation.
Is that not right? How is that not right?
If you have 3 bananas, in fact, let me make the math simpler for you, friend. If you have 4 bananas and each is worth $5,
the bananas is total shade. Total shade.
How much is the complete portfolio value of your fruit stock?
$20.
That's right.
Thank you.
Now, imagine there was only $20 in existence. That's how we're pricing your bananas. If they print more dollars and now $40 exist in existence to purchase your fruit stock, what would happen to the price of each of your bananas?
They'd go up.
That's right. So when they print more money, when they create more money, the value of the money decreases because.
But crime helps eliminate. Money gets destroyed. What we call tax write-offs. It's just like complete losses. That's why we like record those things. You know.
Value is linked to scarcity.
Got it.
Do you remember our first ever conversation?
Natural events. Acts of God in the legal terms.
When you said, how can I easily get a 6-pack? And I said, you don't want one
sickness, health.
Easily because they're rare and that's why they have value, and everything in life needs to be rare and hard to achieve for it to be valuable in the first place. And if it was easy to get, you wouldn't even want one because everyone would have one, etc. That's a basic underpinning, a universal law, a basic underpinning. So the reason the dollar inflates is because they print more money. Why do they print more money?
To be more hold on, let me think about this one for a second. Well, we're in debt. You know, the country's in debt.
To who?
China.
That's a very simple answer, and it's almost a little bit correct, but not really. Who's the country in debt to? The money is created with debt.
Right. So,
do you understand that?
So then
or not?
Who do we owe it to then?
Well, that's the thing. The money's created with debt, which means all the debt cannot possibly be repaid. So the only way to repay all the debt is to print more money.
Got it.
Which inflates the currency because it's all a scam.
Got it. I understand.
So You don't understand.
No,
but
I
it's
do.
fine.
No, I do.
It's debt. The government is in debt to the kings and queens, which were favored. And that's why it was like gold.
Understand what you just
don't
said.
understand money. You don't understand.
No, I
inflation.
do. At Quizmill,
So
what
now-
you...
If you want to learn to shoot viral videos, listen up because ContentCritter.com is having its biggest sale ever. Right now, if you click...
I wasn't talking. Well, I know CBD is weed. Helps you with like when you want to relax.
Right. CBDCs on the list.
Huh?
Well, I know CBD is weed. Helps you with like when you want to relax.
Right. CBDCs on the list. Don't you think, as a functioning adult, which we can loosely call you, you should at least understand why the money you've sold your soul for has value at all? If you're going to sit there and be a little jerk off and play with fake balls for money, don't you think you should at least understand why that money has value? So when you buy your weed and your lean and your hookers and pay for your rent and your Miami condo, you know why your money has value? Has it not crossed your mind to work out why you've sold your soul for these little pieces of paper and why anybody else gives it about these particular little pieces of paper? Has it not crossed your mind to educate yourself about this at all?
No. It doesn't. But I understand.
Why do different countries have different currencies? And how are they all linked to the global reserve currency, the dollar?
You know, I never thought about that. Why?
No. There's a lot of education that's going to... going to happen. But first, I want to see what you know. Why is the dollar the reserve currency of the world? Which makes it the most important currency.
I would say it's the safest.
That's actually not a bad answer. Why is it the safest?
I would say it's because the control is different here than it is in other countries, I guess.
Once again, not a terrible answer, but the truth is, the reason the dollar is the safest currency, and you say safe, is because how do you force people to use something they don't want to use?
How?
You bully them.
Oh.
And you pick on them.
Yeah.
And America are the biggest bullies. So if you say, I don't want to use the dollar, they'll say, that's fine. We'll blow up your country and change your leader.
Got it.
So America are bullies, and that's why. But your answers for that weren't too bad, so I'm not going to write that down on the things that Aiden doesn't know.
Okay, thank you.
You got him like 30% correct. And
Okay.
you don't know.
What do you see here? Sand. Sand. Sand, 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 sand. Sand, 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 sand. White powder. White powder, white powder. Powder, powder, powder. Sand, sand, sand. Sand. Sand, sand, sand. Sand, 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 sand. Sand, sand. Green, green, green. Nutrients. Energy. Oxygen. Shelter.
About it.
Thank you for giving me that
So
one.
my next question to you is, if we can print unlimited money and the government prints money all of the time, when they say we're going to make a new $1.2 trillion spending bill, that money they just print from thin air. Please understand this, Aiden. The money comes out of some dude's ass. So they say, look, we're going to make a new $1 trillion spending bill. We need to invest in fuck knows what, a bunch of garbage. And we're going to just print $1 trillion from nowhere, out of a guy's ass, into existence. And then you have to pay it all back in taxes, so the money's created with debt. So the question is this. If the American government can print as much money as it wants to spend on all the dumb it spends money on, why do we pay taxes?
Because someone else can do it overnight. Andrew Tate can do it if you wanted to.
I don't know. That's because I don't even know where my taxes go. It's actually a really good question. Why do we pay taxes? No choice, man. You got to pay them.
Well, what do you think you pay taxes for? The roads?
Yeah, but the roads are all broken. There's potholes everywhere I go.
Exactly. But if they want to build new roads, they just pass a new law and say the infrastructure bill to fix the infrastructure, we need $10 billion, and they just print $10 billion anyway. And then if you read that bill, it has nothing to do with the roads. All the money goes to clinics.
I agree. It's
No, please listen to me. If they pass a law about fixing the roads, somewhere within the legislation, it talks about giving money to clinics.
He's not even like thinking.
100% of the time.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
So basically my taxes have something to do with that?
No, my point is, why are you paying taxes at all?
I don't know. Why?
So you don't understand taxes?
I understand how it works, but I don't know what it goes to. What do my taxes go to?
Next question.
What do my taxes go to? Why can't you answer that?
Well, they go to the government, taxes. But I have to be very careful how I answer this question, because you know what I'm trying to do, Aiden?
What?
I'm trying to inspire your curiosity by highlighting your ignorance. And my goal is for you to have some agency as an individual and to sit and think, I should probably learn about these things, because there's a very deep rabbit hole and there's lots to understand. And when you understand the money, you'll understand how this world works. Now, I could sit here and educate you for hours, or I can try and pique your interest. Now, if you're too dumb to leave this stream and then go find out yourself, that's fine. But your next stream, if you're looking for topics, and I'm sure you are, because everyone is bored of you playing with fake balls and playing stupid video games like a... What you should do is educate the people at home and look up the gold standard. There's plenty of free documentaries on you.
There's a bunch of people say the gold standard isn't real. Gold standard only holds for like apocalyptic events, technology, no internet. Life has to be like very, very chill, but like back in the dark ages.
YouTube. What I want you to do is to look up the gold standard and to understand the gold standard, the Bretton Woods system, quantitative easing. I want you to understand our current fiscal system. So when we next speak, you can tell me in a compendious and concise way how money works, where it comes from, why inflation is, because we don't control the money. We don't have any control over the money besides a few elites do. And they are deliberately making policy choices which allow the rich to get richer and the poor to get poorer. So then we can go into perhaps one of the possible solutions for the...
But the quality of being poor is getting better and better. Like, I know this girl, single mom working at McDonald's. Her kid had like 3 Switches. Like, you have 3 Nintendo Switches. It's crazy. And smoke like a half a week. Well, that's meds. I don't really count that.
These things, which is Bitcoin. You know what Bitcoin is, right?
Of course. I love crypto.
Okay. How does
And then there's like VR, you know? Who needs a car when you have VR, a bus, and a job? And then you just save your money from there, and then you could travel the world if you want to. Go on a cruise.
Bitcoin work. What is a Bitcoin?
Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, and which, you know, it's very convenient for the consumer because if I were to basically want to send you, I don't know, $500,000, I don't have to go through banking. I can go send it to you directly.
Where does a Bitcoin come from?
The blockchain. Sorry, no.
How is a Bitcoin created?
Sorry. It's you mine. Well, Bitcoin used to be mined. You can't. There's no more new Bitcoin.
That's false.
I thought you can't mine Bitcoin anymore, or you can, but you can't.
You can. It's just harder.
Oh.
What is mining a Bitcoin? What does a computer have to do to mine a Bitcoin?
I didn't get. I'm not that deep into fucking do that.
Fine.
No, I understand what crypto is. Trust me.
Just because you can use something doesn't mean you understand it.
Well, isn't it?
You use your little PP every day.
Isn't it?
And you have no clue. You don't understand it at all. You don't even understand what it's for. You think it's for jerking off. You're a dumbass.
Isn't the Bitcoin
so you don't understand crypto.
Can't get a word
so
in.
you don't.
He's having like really talking to Aiden.
No, because you don't understand money
beat the shit out of you.
and you don't understand inflation. You don't understand why Bitcoin exists or why it's believed to be a safe hedge against inflation. You don't understand these things. If you understand money and where it comes from, then you'll understand inflation. Then you'll understand the scam of taxes. Then you'll understand from there why Bitcoin has value at all. And then that will lead you into CBDCs and how they're going to use that to control all of us and get to a point where all the money is digitally controlled. So you can't spend it on the things you want unless you are a proponent of the system who are aiding the enslavement of their fellow man, which we all know you will do, because they'll offer you some money and you'll take it like a dumbass. And you'll sit there and go, yeah, I've had my payment. You all guys should sign up to CBDCs because you're an empty vessel with no principles. You'll sell your soul to the system. So before that happens, I want you to research these things and understand them. Because when you understand the money, you'll understand why all this in the world is happening. Why right now is the American government printing
But if I own all the oranges in Florida, who says I want something from Georgia? And you need my oranges. Now you got gout. Maybe I want a boat. You gonna build me a boat? For these oranges? You got time to build me a boat? You got the patience?
endless
You can fight the instant gratification.
Money to fund foreign wars.
Yeah, well, there's homeless people on the streets that are in need, and there's people starving. I don't know.
That's right. Why are they doing it?
Because it's funneling money. They're funneling money. There's no reason to give billions to other countries.
No, some people just perfectly fine being homeless, living like animals, like Eden.
How about we help our own country out?
So you're
now. Do we want these homeless people in our cities? No, but if they're living like animals, just like a chicken that comes into my yard, I should have the right to kick it out.
saying here publicly inside of the American jurisdiction that the American government is money. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, they're definitely like. Why would they need to donate billions of dollars? It's like
all of them. No.
When Hawaii caught on fire, we gave what, $700 per household, but household, not per person in the house. Like, it's just so backwards. And then you had Oprah Winfrey and The Rock begging, two billionaires begging the Americans to donate. It just made no sense.
Completely true. So you're saying that they're helping all these foreign laws because they intend on the money and basically making the taxpayer further in debt so a few rich elites can just continue to enrich themselves. Is that what you're saying?
Man, I don't honestly. I'm just breaking down the
Just
words.
say it. Don't be a bitch.
It's not about
Don't
being a
kick the door
bitch.
down. Who
I
gives a
don't.
shit?
I
say the American government is money. Say it.
But I don't understand what that means. Like, I don't understand what that means. I know what money is. I watched a show called Ozark. But I don't understand how they would be doing. I just said my belief, what I believe in.
Why is America always starting wars?
I don't know.
Because you don't know any of this. You don't know about money and how it all works. You don't have a clue how this world works. If you knew about all this, it'd all start to make sense to you, Aiden.
Hold on. So the reason why
wars. You don't understand why war even happens because you don't understand why the money exists or where it comes from, or whose hands it ends up in. You don't get it.
So why do wars happen?
Well, why do you think wars happen? Because there's good guys and bad guys. Is that what you believe? That some people are good and some people are bad, and they have a little fight, and the good guys always win because they write the history books and they were the good guys. No bad guys ever won a war. Funny that. And then we just talk about it afterwards that the good guys did this amazing thing, and all this money was printed out of thin air to blow the out of somebody somewhere else, and it was all done for a righteous reason, and everybody's good in freedom and democracy. Is that what you believe? Are you a dummy?
No, but I don't. I don't.
Hello? Hey, will you help me?
Yeah.
Please. No, please. Come on.
Don't know what actually starts a war, but there's been wars throughout years and years and years. So,
all right. So, in general, wars. The goal of war is to obtain influence over a foreign populace. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, what did I say earlier about the dollar being the safest, and why people think the dollar is the safest? Why is the dollar the safest?
The dollar is the safest. Because
you said that,
because
and I said that's not entirely incorrect. Because
America is bullies.
Right.
All right.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Right. Get a pen and paper because you're following your streams this week. I'm giving you the topics of your streams this week. I've had enough of your.
I gotta go to I gotta go to Jamaica.
Shut up. I've had enough of ignoring every single video.
I'm going to Jamaica.
Every time a video of you appears on Twitter, I have to scroll straight past it because it's you being a jackass.
What did you recently see?
I'm
that
sick of it.
What did you recently see?
You play video games.
What did you recently?
Nobody.
I just dropped my. That's good. That's inspiring.
He's keeping kids out the streets. He's keeping kids from getting shot, doing gang shit, just home, eat, sleep, go get the food again.
People to be in the gym. Man,
your next stream
what's
is
the
about
point of doing that though? You're not understanding. What's the point of doing that? What's the point of doing a stream about money? Why me?
To educate.
But I'm not the person to do that. I know nothing.
You are.
I need to be educated.
For the other actually genuinely help society if you educate people on these subjects.
So I have a question.
So you're
I have a question. I have a question.
About them.
I got a question. Is it good? Is it good that I influence my community to buy crypto or no?
Write down gold standard. I want you to read about the gold standard.
Yes or no?
That.
Yes or no to that? Can you answer that question?
Yeah, man. There's a lot of. Well, firstly, you said to buy crypto. You didn't say Bitcoin or Ethereum, and there's a lot of cryptos.
I literally said
and you're
ETH.
now trying to change the question.
No, I said
so
ETH.
Firstly, your question
I said
has
Bitcoin
changed.
to ETH. No.
Firstly.
If I have a question. No, listen.
Second question.
No.
Now that you've asked me a
Answer my
second
question.
I will answer.
Answer my question. Thank you. If
I'll answer, but you changed the question. I want to make it clear that I am ultimately perspicacious.
I will ask it. 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 I have to turn my
So
fucking
ask
game.
again as a
All right.
professional.
If I tell my viewers to purchase Bitcoin and Ethereum, is that good or bad in helping society?
Helping society can be argued. Whether it's good or bad, once again, depends on the individual circumstances of the person. If you only have $10, you shouldn't be buying Bitcoin. What you should be doing, however, is understanding that God's light is truth and knowledge, and sunlight is the best disinfectant, and that the demons operate in the dark. And the only reason this world's so is because most people don't understand how anything works. So the best thing you should do is not tell your viewers to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. You should sit down and do a stream on money, on the gold standard, on inflation, on taxes. You should talk about these things instead, because when people start to understand them, then they will be able to make a more conscious decision regarding the politics they choose and the wars they perhaps support. So we can go down the buying Bitcoin, Ethereum path, but that's a very separate one. For now, what you need to do is educate people at home to make their own choices.
Yeah.
That's how you help the world, Aiden. Remember
Yeah.
when I told you to get in shape to inspire people? You've done that a little bit now. You're down from 40% body fat to 35% body fat. Congratulations. Now it's time for you to educate people on the system they operate their lives within and how they actually are. I know you get paid $50 million a year to just do all, but the average person stands no chance of getting rich ever. They're not going to be able to afford a house, not going to be able to pay for their bills. They can't afford groceries. And for people like
If you shop on Amazon, you should use this tool. It's a browser extension that automatically compares Amazon.
I do not like the idea of that.
I don't want the government picking what I can and cannot do.
Well, my husband's from Europe, so I think it's pretty good, actually. I think a lot of people are covered by it. Everybody's covered. They don't have to worry about paying for it.
It's definitely more accessible for everybody. It allows all of us to remain healthy, to live long lives as much as we can.
I think it's...
You certainly need people to be alive and working and doing certain things because they don't have enough time within a human lifespan to do certain things, which allows them to do as much as they do now and want to do. It just seems pretty nice, right?
kind of a necessity that the government provides healthcare for its citizens.
If everybody has something for free, who's going to pay for it?
Okay, what if people pay for it by taxes? What do you think of that?
Well, that's going to increase. You like to pay taxes?
Who's gonna pay for it? That's not the only thing going on. That's like 5 minutes out of a whole day, out of a whole 24 hours. You spend 8 hours at work out of 24 and you worry about the 5 minutes about some healthcare.
No.
They regulate and provide national health services for the UK.
What do you think the average copay is under the NHS?
I can't imagine it goes any lower than 30.
The amount for me is like $120 to see my family physician.
And so based on that, what would you guess would be the price there?
That sounds like personal insurance.
Probably, I would say probably higher. Mm-hmm.
It's actually
there isn't a copay.
So she definitely has like personal insurance.
So it's $0. Do you know if you get healthcare if you're not a citizen, do you think, under the NHS?
Isn't there certain protections, but not all of them?
You actually do get healthcare if you're not a citizen. What about if you're homeless?
Yes.
Correct. What about specialized costs, or specialized care, like an inhaler or an EpiPen?
In the UK, for an inhaler or prescriptions, and I'm just guessing, at the most $20. I'm guessing UK doesn't pay anything, which really sucks because we pay a lot.
I would say it's probably higher.
Considering what it costs here, I'm gonna ballpark that at also another 25-ish.
Okay, it's actually £9.
Just 9.
For any medication, which is about $12.
Okay, so they are cheaper.
So they are cheaper. What do you think of that?
I am still for individual medical care.
So have you ever avoided seeking health care or treatment or medication or any sort of health service because of the cost and you were worried about having to pay some sort of fee?
Yes, I have experienced that a lot with patients that come in with pneumonia but have been at home for a matter of 5 days and came in when it got worse and had to be admitted to the hospital. And we're like, why didn't you come in sooner? Well, I couldn't afford this bill, so I was trying to take care of myself at home first.
Even just at school, I know people who, let's say, don't have the student health insurance plan, won't go get, let's say, like contraception or things like that because they don't really want to pay for it out of pocket.
I found out later that I had sprained my ACL. I couldn't move, but I also didn't want to call an ambulance, so I couldn't afford it.
So what'd you do?
I got on my friend's back.
My sister, she has like a lot of allergies, so like instead of like using the ambulance for her like anaphylactic allergies, we had to drive her, which is very scary because you don't know about like traffic or anything. You don't have the same privileges as an ambulance on the road.
Have you ever not sought treatment because you're afraid of a cost?
No, ma'am.
Do you know anyone who has?
No, ma'am.
What about people who are afraid of the cost of, say, an ambulance?
Okay, that happens all the time because we have so many Americans that don't want to go in debt and they're trying to save money and they think they can go buy a car instead of an ambulance.
So what would you think if that service was free?
If that service was free, anything that's free, sometimes it's not worth having.
Is it free? It's not technically free. Is it free? It's not technically free. Because everything else still gotta be going on. Because how'd you even get hurt in the first place? How'd you get sick in the first place?
%77% of people in Britain support the NHS and are happy with it. Would you say that you are happy with the United States healthcare system?
No, definitely not.
No, and I'm actually pretty lucky because I work for the university, so my insurance is pretty good, and even then I'm not happy with it.
That's a loaded question. I have insurance, and it's good insurance through my husband's company, but we pay through the nose for it. If it were free, I would love that. And if we only paid $350 a month, that would be a huge deal.
I don't believe that our government should be responsible for providing all of us health care. I think the individuals need to be responsible. They need to have a job. They need to look for jobs that provide benefits.
There's so many people, especially people from sort of like lower socioeconomic backgrounds who can't get the health care that they need.
They're not allowed to pay.
No, the change that you make from, stiffing people out of their health care.
The future of your business is here.
And welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Ooh, and Jones brings the heat with a per my last email.
They need to start.
I'm asking questions about how Europeans see Americans.
I think it's a third world country with a lot of money. Very negative.
Very negative.
Yeah, I don't see anything positive about America.
I think they're a bit stupid. American TikTokers, they earn too much money with what they do. Like in Belgium, we have to work for our money and they just make videos and that's it.
Oh my God. You know, I might be completely wrong about
Who all can film what they do at work. It's like, sometimes work should even be filmed because, like, I don't really want to go there. Sometimes it's
about this, but I think it was a little bit cooler to be American when I was a kid. Funny feeling that or how Europeans view me when they discover that I'm American. And it's not entirely positive. This feeling has not gone away even though I've been here for a few years now. And it's not hatred, it's more like negative undertones, offhand comments or jokes that are made, and it makes me feel not very cool. And by the way, I recognize not all Europeans dislike Americans. That is a massive generalization. But I'm bringing this up because it's been enough of a trend for me to confidently talk about this as something that's really happening in the world. I don't think it's just in my head. It just seems like when it comes to Europeans' view of Americans, there's a lot to dislike. I don't necessarily entirely disagree. I have plenty of my own criticisms about the United States and the way of life over there. And I think that all places, all societies merit criticism. That's how we get better. So this applies to everyone. But there's something deeper going on here that I want to explore. On a personal level, my own identity as an American, but also the identity of Americans on the global stage. We don't live in a bubble, and it turns out the whole world has opinions about us. Now, I have my own theories about what's going on here, but I thought I'd get to the root of the matter and ask Europeans themselves. It makes me a little bit nervous talking to strangers, but I'm just gonna go for it. What are the stereotypes?
That's a good question. Bah moi, quand je pense aux Américains, je pense à la bouffe et tout.
Dans quel sens? Le fast-food?
Ouais,
Ok.
parce que McDo. Ouais.
McDo. Ouais,
Hamburger et tout.
Mais les Français adorent McDo.
Oui, bah, on y était il y a 2 minutes.
Donc c'est pas forcément négatif, ça.
Non, non.
Ok.
Mais c'est l'image. Actually, I like Americans because they are like very chilled. America is like so expensive for good food. Like for like fruits and all this fresh stuff, it's like so expensive.
J'ai deux visions un peu.
Okay.
J'ai la version où ils sont trop cool et tout, et la version vraiment le beauf américain.
Do you think the stereotypes about Americans are true?
Kind of. I have a classmate that is American, and we are talking like about our traditional foods. And the American was like, my typical food is hamburger, ice cream, like the McDonald's one. And we are like, oh, so McDonald's is your typical food? She was like, yeah, kind of.
Could I just take a couple minutes, ask you a couple questions? It's okay if you don't have time, it's fine. Okay, all good. Have a nice day. The Americans don't have time for me. That's kind of funny. Would you mind if I asked you a couple questions?
Yeah. Polarized.
Extremely
polarized.
Yeah. More than the Netherlands.
Much more.
Feel younger people feel the same way or differently about Americans?
I think even stronger.
Even stronger?
I think they feel even stronger.
Yeah, the older people, I feel maybe thinking of the World War II and World War I. In which the Americans did a very good job by helping because Europe was not doing very well.
Ils connaissent que ce qui se passe dans leur pays.
Parce
que enfermés sur eux-mêmes.
Enfermés sur eux-mêmes.
C'est-à-dire que c'est pas contre eux, mais qu'ils s'intéressent pas trop aux autres pays.
They know about their own country, but not about like other stuff in the world. They're overrated.
They're overrated. How? Like they receive too much attention?
Too much hype.
Too much
on
hype.
the internet.
Are you also German?
Yes, I am.
And in Germany, you feel like German people have a positive view of Americans? Or
not really.
No,
I think
okay, so more negative.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you feel that there's been a change at all in terms of how Americans are viewed Like in the last 10, 15 years?
I think so, yes. Especially due to the Trump and the Tea Party things happening.
Yeah.
It got more polarized and that made it more negative in my view.
There's more that I'd like to say about why I believe this dynamic is happening, why Europeans see Americans in this way. But before I do, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, which is BetterHelp. And look, therapy is a really powerful tool when it comes to anything and everything identity.
I'm a therapist who goes to therapy, and some people think that's strange. The thing is, though, therapists are human beings.
There's rap beef going on right now. I don't know if you care about that. Streamer beef.
Tell me all about the rap beef. I super duper care. I super care. Let's go.
Well, okay. You're not really gonna care. I don't really care. Can I just tell you what I've been on?
What do you mean I'm not gonna care? I just said I super duper care. You call me a liar.
Okay.
I said I super duper care.
Okay, Metro Boomin and Future dropped an album.
Whoa. Okay.
And Kendrick hopped on the track.
Shit.
And they're basically coming at like Drake and J. Cole, and it's like rap shifting right now. So we got to see what's about to happen.
Yeah. Wow.
And,
whoa.
And then Diddy just got caught trafficking girls, and he's a pedophile.
You know, I'm in a unique position to comment on this, John. It's kind of funny. You know, let me tell you something, Aiden. Something else, some more life advice for you. Being a horny will get you in trouble. In general, let's forget Diddy in his case and whatever it goes in court of law, innocent, guilty, that's up for him. He's going to work it all out. But in general, if you're one of them horny, you know those dudes on Instagram, those Indians saying boobs, vagina all day.
Yeah.
If your whole life is just being horny, you're going to be in trouble, whether you're satisfied or not.
Yeah.
Whether you get the girls or not. Because if you have too many girls, you got stress. Too much, you're going to end up in jail for some reason, or some kind of claims going to come against you. Or you're sitting at home all day jerking off, wasting your life. You need to just give up that horniness crap. You know, I've come to the conclusion that having sex with loads and loads of girls is pretty gay. Because children are important. But if you just want to have sex with girls, just the possibility.
Listen, okay. Are you soft now? Why do you care?
I want to be factually correct on this stream.
Fine. I'm sorry for
The point here is being horny, and I know I'm telling you, make some kids and just calm down. If everybody would calm down, none of this would happen. But everyone's like, oh, I'm horny, I need to what you're up to.
I'm not a guy. Okay, anyways, whatever. I agree.
Tell me more about this rap beef.
So yeah, that's going. The whole diss shit's going on right now. We're waiting for diss tracks to come in and out. But the Diddy is what's big too. Like it's crazy as. He got his house raided, for sex trafficking.
Been there.
Keep doing good in school and you might earn something, okay? You drinking water, Sage? Whatever. I go be Uncle Jay for a moment, you know what I mean?
And then
Do you live near him?
what?
Do you live near him?
I don't know, honestly. I think he like got his LA street rated, but Diddy was doing weird. But he fled. He fled the country. Like he left, and he went to a private island or something like that.
Did you tell everyone about it on your stream?
Okay, was it really my stream that got you locked back up?
No. It wasn't. However, that stream did go super viral. And let me explain how the world works, but especially how Romania works. Nobody really wants to have the... So when that stream went viral, there's obviously my PO and the judge and a lot of people involved in my case who started to panic. And they're like, oh, this is going to be very bad for me if he does run away, which I'm never going to do because I'm innocent. Especially as everybody knows he said he's going to run away. This is going to end up on my plate. So they all panicked and increased my surveillance and started following me in unmarked cars and all this kind of garbage because of your post. That happened. But I don't care. They've been following me around.
The future is not just gonna happen. You have to make it. And if you want a successful business, all it takes is an idea. And now becomes the future. A future where you...
around anyway, but that's the kind of thing that happened because of you. Because for some reason, I don't know why that one clip went mega viral, but it did.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was up. I'll tell you what though. How would you like to, once you're considered free, because all these girls are finally like taking back what they're saying about you. So once you finally get freed, how about I take you out to some dinner? On me.
What girls? What girls?
I thought I saw something like.
Oh no, bro! They never said anything about me in the first place.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the point.
Oh, really? So then what were they? What was the statements that were being said or something like that?
So you're saying that the girls have now changed their minds and are removing themselves from the case?
That's good, right?
No, they haven't changed their minds. They never said anything bad about me and never wanted to be in a case.
Wow.
From the beginning. The state made the case with girls screaming saying I'm innocent, me screaming saying I'm innocent, everyone saying I'm innocent. The state made the case. And only now, after 2 years, does the judge give them the chance to leave the case.
That's so wrong.
Bro, it's a matrix attack. It's a matrix attack. And they're doing it to me because I was massively influential and they were scared of the influence I had. So they tried to
you literally are part of the reason why this new generation clip farming is a thing, right? Like clippers and clip farming. You probably don't know what that means, but you are probably one of the biggest to do it. So they banned you on TikTok. They basically banned you everywhere except for X now, which is amazing. Shout out to Elon. By the way, do you know Elon?
been instrumental in the breaking of the Matrix. If you actually time my cancellation, if you time me getting deleted on Instagram, that's exactly when people's consciousness started to awaken and understand that we're being lied to on every single level. If I had to martyr my social media accounts to awaken the next generation to the satanic rituals which they're living under, then it's completely worth it. So I actually have been massive for damaging the Matrix. Me alone, as one man, along with others, of course. I've been monumental for this movement.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's worth it.
No, it is. Wait, what do you think about the whole Ryan Garcia? What's been going on with Ryan?
I love Ryan, and I hope the best for him in all realms. He says some things which are controversial and outlandish, but in the world today, it's really not so far-fetched. My only concern is I think he should focus on his upcoming fight because he's got a difficult one, and he's no walkover.
I said the same exact thing, and people were saying that I work for them. I literally said the same thing you just said.
Yeah, but you can't be trusted, though.
I'm sorry.
I'm Top G. I don't sell my soul. I don't end up on lean. I'm not some dickhead in Miami jerking off. I'm not like you. I'm built different. You, when you say it is kind of like, who paid him? He'll do anything for a buck.
زي ما شفتم قصف قاعدين بيقصفوا احنا هلا